Hello everyone. Today we are going to start time and distance topic from time material. The booklet code is SM1002206 and the exercise that we are solving is 5A. Okay everyone. So in these questions we will not be using any kind of shortcuts. Every question we are going to solve by using basic concepts. Let's start with the very first question of this exercise 5A. Question number 1. Yes everyone, let's read it carefully. Walking from home at 3/4 of his usual speed, a man reaches his office 20 minutes late. Okay, had the man traveled at 4/3 of his usual speed, find the time taken by a man to reach his office. Okay, so in this question there are two situations. In fact there are three situations are there. Okay, so let's read statement number 1. Okay, let's read statement number 1. Statement number 1 says that walking from home at 3/4 of his usual speed, a man reaches his office by 20 minutes late. So look here, in both cases he is traveling from office to home. Okay, so the distance is equal to constant here. Now the first case and second case. Okay, first case means usual case, second case means new case. Now look here, walking from home at 3/4 of his usual speed. So if a usual speed is 4 units, then the new speed will be how much? 3 units. Okay, so we know that when distance is constant, okay, when distance is constant, we know that speed is inversely proportional to time. Okay, or time is inversely proportional to speed. So the ratio of speed is 4:3, means the ratio of time is equal to 3:4. Now in what does it mean? In the first case if he takes 3 units of time, in the second case he takes 4 unit of time. Okay, means in second case he take 1 unit extra, in second case he takes 1 unit extra, and that 1 unit extra represent what? Tell me. 20 minutes extra. He is late by 20 minutes, means he took 20 minutes extra. So that 1 unit extra represent 20 minutes extra. So this 1 represent 20. So the time taken in usual case, that is time taken in first case, is how much? 60 minutes. Okay everyone, this is time taken in first case. Now let's have a look at statement number 2 now. Now look here, let's have a look at statement number 2. Again in statement number 2, let's read it carefully. Had the person walked at 4/3 of his usual speed. Okay, so usual case means first case. Okay, usual case means first case. Look here, and now the third case. Now let's say the speed in usual case, that is first case, is 3 units. So the speed in second case will become how much? Tell me. 4/3 of usual speed, that is 4 units. So the ratio of speed is how much? 3:4. So the ratio of time becomes how much? 4:3. Now we know that the usual time taken is how much? Usual time taken is 60 minutes. So this 4 represents 60 minutes. Okay, if 4 represents 60 minutes, 3 represent how much? Okay, let's calculate. 4 into which number is 60? 4 into 15 is 60. That is why over here we need to multiply it by 15. So our answer is going to be what? 45 minutes. This is the answer of first question. I hope everyone understood this. So answer of this question is equal to 45 minutes. Now let's have a look at question number 2. Question number 2 is on the same line. Okay, a boy walks from his home to school at 5 km/h. Okay, and reaches 4 minutes early. If he walks from his home to school at 4 km/h, he reaches the school 2 minutes late. Find the time taken by him to go to school if he walks at 6 km/h. Okay everyone, so over here we can see that distance traveled in both cases is same. Okay, distance traveled in both cases is same. Okay, so let's write distance is equal to constant. Now the first case and second case. In the first case and in the second case we know the speeds. So the ratio of speed is how much? Tell me. In the first case speed is how much? 5 km/h. In the second case speed is how much? 4 km/h. Okay, so the ratio of speed is how much? 5:4. So the ratio of time is how much? 4:5, because distance is constant. When distance is constant, speed is inversely proportional to time. The ratio of speed is 5:4, so the ratio of time becomes 4:5. And in second case, look here, what does it mean? In first case, if we take 4 unit of time, in the second case he will be taking 5 unit of time, and in second case he will be taking 1 unit extra. Okay, but that 1 unit extra represent how many minutes? Let's have a look at it. In the first case he reaches 4 minutes early, means from the scheduled time. In the first case he reaches 4 minutes early, and in the second case he reaches 2 minutes late, means from the scheduled time he reaches 2 minutes late, means from the scheduled time he took 2 minutes extra. So in the second case, how much more time he takes in comparison with the first case? Okay, how much more time he takes in second case in comparison with the first case? In the first case he is 4 minutes early, in the second case he is 2 minutes late. So can I say in the second case he took 6 minutes more than the first case? Okay, this 1 unit extra represent what? Tell me, 6 minutes. If this one is 6 minutes, this 5 is how much? 30 minutes. You can take any of the case, first case or second case. I will take second case. Okay, if one is 6 minutes, 5 will be how much? 30 minutes. So let's find the distance here. We know the formula of the distance. Distance is equal to what? Speed into time. Okay, in the second case speed is how much? 4 km per hour. Speed is in 4 km per hour. That is why time should be in hours. So let's convert 30 minutes into hours. That is 30 divided by 60 hours. So this is equal to how much? 2 kilometers is the distance. Okay everyone, now my question is find the time. Okay, find the time taken by him to go to school if he walks at 6 km per hour. Okay, so now formula to find time is equal to what? Distance divided by speed. Okay, now distance to be traveled is how much? Tell me, 2 kilometers. Now with the speed, what? Tell me, 6 km per hour. So the time taken is equal to how much? Tell me, 1/3 hours. So how to convert hours into minutes? 1/3 into 60 minutes. So the answer is going to be what? 20 minutes. That is equal to option number B. Okay everyone, now let's have a look at question number 3 now. Question number 3 says that M and N, okay, start at the same time from the two ends S and T with a speed 3 meter per second and 4 meter per second respectively towards each other. St is a distance which is equal to 7 meter. After reaching the opposite end, okay, they retraces their path from the start moving towards each other. Find the total distance traveled by M when he meets N for the second time. Okay everyone, look here. So over here let's understand one concept first of all. Okay, let me draw a diagram. Let me draw a diagram here first of all. Okay, first of all we'll do the theory of this question. Let's say this point is S and this point is T. Okay, and let's say this length is equal to D. Let's say distance between S and T is equal to D. Okay, look here. So M is going to start from this point and N is going to start from this point at the same time. Now my first question is, look here, distance traveled by M and N. Okay, look here, distance traveled by M and N, distance traveled by M and N together. Okay, look here, for the first meeting. Okay, for first meeting, distance traveled by M and N together is how much? Let's have a look at it. Okay, for the first meeting, M will travel like this and N will travel like this. Let's say the first meeting happened here. Okay everyone, so for the first meeting, total distance traveled by M and N together is equal to how much? Tell me, distance D. Okay, now for the second meeting, look here, for the second meeting, total distance traveled by A and B will be how much? M and N will be how much? Let's have a look at it. For the second meeting, Okay everyone, look here, for the second meeting M will go to point T first of all. Okay, then he will take a U-turn, then he will take a U-turn like this. Okay everyone, till the time, let's say meeting is going to happen here, second meeting is going to happen here, till the time what N will do, N will also go to S, N will also go to S. Okay, and he will take a U-turn here and they are going to meet here. Okay everyone, now look here. So tell me, after first meeting, okay, after first meeting and the before second meeting, total distance traveled by M and N together will become how much? The total length of black portion, is how much? Tell me. 2D. Are you getting this? Look here, for the second meeting, okay, total distance traveled by them is how much? Tell me. Look here, first of all they travel distance D, and after first meeting, okay, for the first meeting they travel D, and after first meeting and before second meeting they travel distance 2D. That is equal to total distance traveled by M and N together for the second meeting is equal to how much? Tell me. 3D. Similarly, look here, for the third meeting, okay, for the third meeting total distance traveled by M and N will be how much? Let's have a look at it. For the first meeting they need to travel distance D, for the second meeting they will be traveling distance 2D, and after second meeting and before third meeting they will be traveling again 2D. So that is for third meeting total distance traveled by M and N together will be how much? 5D. Okay everyone, so over here the concept is what? S and T are the 2 points, distance between them is D, M is going to start from S, and at the same time N is going to start from T. So for the first meeting M and N together will travel distance D, and for every subsequent meeting they will be traveling 2D distance. Okay everyone, for the first meeting they will be traveling distance D, and for the second meeting they will be traveling distance 2D, for the third meeting also 2D, for the fourth meeting also 2D. Okay everyone, so this is the concept that we need to use here. Let's have a look at the question now. Let's read the question again. Okay, over here this point is S and this point is T. Okay, and this distance is equal to 7 meter. So M is going to start from point S, N is going to start from point T. So first of all, after reaching the opposite end, means look here, M will go till T and N will also go till S. After that they are going to take a U-turn. And let's say they will be meeting here. Okay everyone, now so for the second meeting, till second meeting, total distance traveled by A and B, by M and N is equal to how much? Tell me. 7 plus 7 plus 7, that is equal to 21 meters. Okay everyone, now so in this question what is constant among time, speed and distance? What is constant? Look here, can I say to reach at this meeting point, okay, the time traveled by M is equal to the time traveled by N. So over here what is constant? Over here time is constant. Okay everyone, okay, so whenever the question is about meeting point, time is always constant. The time taken by M to reach second meeting point is equal to time taken by N to reach second meeting point. Okay, so when time is constant, we know that speed is directly proportional to distance. So from this we can say that the ratio of speed is equal to the ratio of distance. Okay, so this distance will be divided in between M and N. In which ratio? In a ratio of their speeds. The ratio of their speed is what? Tell me. 3:4. Okay, so the distance traveled by M becomes how much? 3 out of 7 into 21, that is equal to how much? 9 meters. So over here the answer is option number C. I will repeat the concept. When time is constant, speed is directly proportional to distance. So the ratio of speed is equal to ratio of distance. For M and N, the ratio of speed is 3:4. That is why the ratio of distance covered by them is also 3:4. So total 21 meter we need to divide in a ratio 3:4. So the distance traveled by M becomes how much? 3/7 into 21. Now let's have a look at question number 4. Question number 4 is a person travels a distance AB of 15.625 meters in 5 seconds. Okay. In the last 4 seconds, every second he covers a distance equal to 1/4 of the total distance covered up to the end of previous second. Okay. This word is important, up to the end of previous second. So find the distance traveled in first second. Okay everyone, look here. Let's read it again. A person travels a distance AB, that is 15.625 meter in 5 seconds. In the last 4 seconds, every second he cover a distance equal to what? Tell me. 1/4 of the total distance covered up to the end of previous second. So what does it mean? 1/4 of the total distance up to the end of previous second. Okay, look here. So let's say in the first second he cover a distance that is equal to x. Okay, so in the second second he will be covering how much distance? 1/4 of the total distance covered in the previous seconds, that is equal to 1/4 of x, that is equal to how much? 5/4. Sorry, that is equal to how much? X divided by 4 only. Now in the third second, how much distance he is going to cover? Look here. In the third second, how much distance he is going to cover? 1/4 of the total distance covered in previous 2 seconds. Okay, that is equal to x plus x by 4 and then into 1/4. So this is equal to how much? 1/4 into 5x by 4, that is equal to how much? 5x by 16 is the distance covered in third second. Okay, now distance covered in fourth second will be how much? Distance covered in fourth second will be how much? 1/4 of distance covered in all the previous 3 seconds, that is equal to 1/4 of x plus x by 4 plus 5x by 16. Okay, so let's solve this. This will be how much? 1/4 into divided by 16 is a LCM, so this will be how much? 16x, 4x and 5x. 16x plus 4x plus 5x is 25x, so this is going to be how much? 25x by 256. Sorry, 25x by 64. Okay everyone, I hope everyone understood this question. Now so over here the total distance traveled in first 5 seconds is equal to 16.25. If you look at this carefully, you will observe a pattern. The pattern is what? Tell me. The distance traveled in first second is equal to x. The distance traveled in first second plus second second is equal to how much? 5x by 4, that is x plus x by 4, that is 5x by 4. Distance traveled in first second plus second second plus third second is equal to how much? X plus x by 4 plus 5x by 4, that is equal to how much? 25x by 4. Okay everyone, now this pattern is what? Tell me. This is equal to what? Tell me. 5 by 4 bracket to the power 1 into x. Okay, this is equal to 64. Hold on just a second, let me correct this. This will be 25x divided by 64. This is equal to how much? 5 by 4. One second, I think I made some mistake here. Let me correct this. This addition is equal to how much? Distance traveled in first second plus second second plus third second will be how much? X plus x by 4 plus 5x by 16. It will be 5x by 16. Okay, look here. This is 5x by 16 is what? Tell me. Distance traveled in first, distance traveled in third second. So this addition will be how much? This addition will be 25x divided by 16, that is equal to how much? 5 by 4 bracket square into x. Okay, Similarly, look here. Similarly, the distance traveled in first second plus second second plus third second plus fourth second is going to be how much? 5 by 4 to the power 3 into x. And the distance traveled in first second plus second second plus third one plus fourth one plus fifth one, this is going to be how much? 5 by 4 to the power 4 into x. That is equal to how much? 15.625. Okay everyone, we want to find what? Tell me distance covered in first second, means we want to find the value of x. Let's solve this equation, you will get the value of x. So x is equal to how much? 15.625 into 4 to the power 4 is 256 divided by 5 to the power 4 is 625. Okay, so if you solve this you will get the answer. Now 625 is what? Tell me 5 to the power 4, and 15,625 is what? Tell me 5 to the power 6. Okay everyone, so if you solve this further you will get the value 6.4. or 1 second, let me solve this. I need to manage the space here, hold on. 15,625 is what? Tell me 5 to the power 6. Okay, divided by what? Tell me, divided by 1000 because of that decimal point. 625 is what? 5 to the power 4. Okay, into 256. So let's solve this equation. This is 25. Okay, this will be 256 divided by 40. Okay everyone, that is equal to 6.4. So the answer is equal to 6.4. Now let's try question number 5. A stone allowed to fall under gravity falls 5t square meters in t seconds. Okay, find the distance traveled by a stone in the last 2 seconds if it reaches the ground if the stone is dropped from a height of 180 meter. Let's read it carefully again. A stone which is allowed to fall under gravity falls 5t square meter in t seconds. Find the distance traveled by the stone in the last 2 seconds before it reaches the ground, provided that stone is dropped from a height of 180 meter. Okay everyone, now look here. So distance traveled is 180 meters, that is equal to what? Tell me 5t square. Okay, distance traveled in t seconds is equal to 180 meter, that is 5t square is equal to 180 meter. So t square is equal to 36, so t is equal to what? Tell me 6 seconds. So total time taken by a stone to reach ground is equal to 6 seconds. What we want to find? We want to find the distance traveled in last 2 seconds. Okay, so can I say distance traveled? Okay, distance traveled in last 2 seconds is equal to what? Tell me 180 minus distance traveled. Okay, distance traveled in first 4 seconds. In first 4 seconds. Yes everyone, look here. Total time taken for the stone to reach ground is 6 seconds. We want to find the distance traveled in last 2 seconds, means we don't want distance traveled in first 4 seconds, so that we will be subtracting from 180. So this will be how much? Tell me 180 minus distance traveled in first 4 seconds is equal to how much? 5 into 4 square. So 180 into 5 into 16 is 80. That is equal to, my answer is going to be how much? 100 meters. Okay everyone, so these are the first 5 questions from the time, speed, distance exercise number 5a. For the remaining questions we will be making other videos. Okay everyone, so we'll stop here. Bye everyone.